In this video, we're going to look at 7 money traps people make that you must avoid in 2022. Skyrocketing cost of living impacts every walk of life and makes our life tougher and harder to live. Many families feel the pressure and stress about their family finances. But at the same time, change brings opportunities. The time like this will make it or break it for your financial success. But you need to be super cautious on every financial decision you make. So without further ado, let's look at 7 money traps that people make and you should avoid in 2022. Trap 1. Finance to buy a car out of your price range. Lots of people got into the status quo and purchased cars out of their price range, simply to show that they are doing well. Especially when you see the end of financial year sales on TV, you just can't resist and convince yourself the needs of trading your used one to a new fancy car you probably don't need. If you can afford it, that's not the problem at all. The problem is when you can't afford it and you have to finance the car. With a high interest rate now, you are paying a higher monthly repayment, and that's going to cripple on your family finance. Trap 2. Buy a house out of your price range. We've seen the heated housing market everywhere in the world in the last 2 years. Due to the reassessment of working from home condition and feeling of missing out from the opportunity to get into the housing market, we've seen people are rushing into the competitive market so that they won't feel that they miss out this opportunity. Because of that, we've seen the global home price rose at their fastest rate in almost 18 years in 2021, with price across 150 major cities seeing a 10.3% average rise. And Australian house prices experienced the highest rate of growth on planet, with an average of 17.5% growth in 2021. This causes lots of people stretched to the extreme to purchase their property. Once the purchase is done, that's where the financial stress is from. As now you have to pay the monthly repayment to make your commitment that is probably higher than what you feel comfortable with. So before you purchase, think of the price range that you can comfortably afford rather than how much you can borrow. Set a budget for yourself on the purchase, and remember, besides the location as a key for housing, the right time and the right price are equally important elements to consider. Housing is an evergreen market. There will always be people to buy and people to sell. Even though the housing market is an onward trend to long term, when the market is overly heated, it always comes with correction. So you should really take the time to get yourself ready for the right moment and find what is right for yourself and the family. Trap 3. Overly extend the existing mortgage. We experienced the lowest interest rate in the last few years, and some people take the advantage of low interest rate and overly extended their mortgage to either acquire the property over their price range, purchase another property, or do some home improvement. The impact from the increase of interest rate is you'll see higher loan repayment overall each month, which is taking a bigger portion from your paycheck now. That potentially increase the level of financial stress to your household. So, as we said in the previous point, make sure that you set a price range that you are comfortably afford each month without stretching too much and impacting your quality of life, rather than how much maximum you can borrow from the bank. Trap 4. Have high credit card debt. Credit cards, easy pay or afterpay, provides the convenience for a life with high price to pay. People use these facilities to purchase things for their essential goods and their lifestyle expenses. In fact, in March 2022, Australians increased overall credit card debt to $18.5 billion, which is a $50.5 million increase since February 2022. The financial institutes which provide those facilities understand the human behavior that we're overly confident on our ability to commit and make repayments on time. The reality is many people fall short on meeting their minimum commitment, and with the compound interests, the debt grows fast like snowballs to the point that they can't resolve. I've seen in my career in the last 10 years in financial services, this is where people get into financial troubles. So if you want to avoid financial hardship, be sensible using credit cards. And if you don't feel like you have self-discipline on spending, then these facilities may not be the right one for you. Trap 5. Don't have emergency funds. 1/3 Australians living paycheck to paycheck and do not or cannot put funding aside for unexpected situation. And even with a saving, our average household saving is about $1,000, which is not even meeting their basic needs for 2 weeks. This leads to a huge issue if we even think about life is full of uncertainty. So things like an incident, sickness, or repair needs, they all require to have some funding when we need it. And that's where the emergency fund comes in place. However, because most families don't have the adequate funding in place, they, by default, or have no choice, and add up to their credit debts. And that just increases the level of debt and the monthly repayment to their household spending. Ideally, you need to put aside a lump sum equivalent to 6 months of overall living expenses. That way, if anything happened to you, you and your family can still function without worry. If you can't meet that, make sure you save up the lump sum to cover at least 3 months of the family spending. Trap 6, keep all assets in cash. Now, having an emergency fund or safety net, whatever you call it, is crucial for every family financial success, and you can't build your financial abundance without having an emergency in place. But you don't need to put all your funding in cash. Once you meet the target to save the lump sum equivalent to 6 months, it is time for you to consider utilizing some investment tools to make your money work hard for you. Problem with putting all funding in cash is with the inflation, the cash decreases the value, which means you reduce your buying power. So keep a reasonable level of funding as your safety net, and then start to expand your financial knowledge to understand about investment options and markets. Trap 7, rush to get into any investment. Previous point we touched on with not putting all the funding in cash, but it is also vital to understand that you don't need to rush into any investments, especially the investment market or investment tools that you are not familiar with. You see the TV shows mention about another investment schemes, and lots of people got trapped into some investment schemes because the opportunities seem to be too good to miss out. If you look around those successful investors, they all follow a simple formula. Invest in something that they know and have put time and efforts to do reasonable study and research on it. Diversify and not put everything in one basket. Take long-term approach and wait for the right moment. So do not fall into the fear of missing out, and do not get into something you are not familiar with or something too good to be true. Because trust me, 99% of time, those too good to be true cases are the scams that they may get you into financial trouble. So I hope these 7 money traps we shared today will keep you out of financial worries and keep you on the right track on building your family abundance in 2022. Thank you for watching today, and please like, share, and subscribe the channel to get weekly updates with tips and strategies to master your family finance. And I hope to see you in the next video.